Yes, guys. So Manchester City get 3 points at Goodison Park. Everton 1, Manchester City 3. We're here for a quick match review, as I did, of course, watch this game. And yes, we all fought for a 45-minute period that Everton might cause an upset here. But eventually, Man City woke up in the second half. They get all 3 points, especially, man, Phil Foden. This guy came alive. Man was on smoke. He could have had a hat trick, Phil Foden, the amount of chances he had, especially towards the end of the game as well. But Man City do get a very crucial win. Definitely a must win for them today, as they do move above Tottenham into fourth place. Still, of course, with that game in hand after the Brentford game did indeed get postponed due to them being now the new world champions, club world champions, as we know. But yeah, we're going to do a quick match review, people. Let us know if you did watch the game. Let me know your thoughts on the game and what you made of it as well. Let me know your man of the match down below. But yeah, let's get started, people. Make sure your lab bounce up was already third stream today, last stream today. So I appreciate anyone who can smash that button on it, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you are new. Jordan, I sent you a link on WhatsApp, bro. Check WhatsApp out. But yeah, Man City do get the win, people. Man City do get the win. Let's talk about it. I mean, starting off, these are obviously the lineups for both sides. Sean Dyche eats concrete for breakfast. Yeah, Sean Dyche. He went Pickford in goal, Patterson, Tarkowski, Branthwaite, Mikalenko, Onana, Garner, Jack Harrison, Gomez, McNeil, and Beto up front. Surprised he didn't go with Calvert-Lewin up front. Instead, he went with Beto instead there. Obviously, City, Pep went with Edison in goal, Ake, Akanji, Stones, Carl Walker, Nunes, of course, Rodri's back for them. So no Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne's not back for them at the moment. Jack Grealish, Phil Foden, I thought was absolutely superb, especially towards the end of the game. Foden had a great he was absolutely superb. Foden was tonight. Ronaldo Silva had a good game as well. Alvarez was leading the line again. Still no Erling Haaland for Manchester City, but Alvarez still steps up. And he's a quality player, Julian Alvarez, isn't he? But yeah, big for Man City. I mean, let's talk about the game. I thought the first half, Everton should be proud of that first half display. Considering the fact you're up against Man City, especially, Goodison Park was rocking. I think we all expected that. But Everton played really well that first half. They made it frustrating for Man City. It was really frustrating Man City. And, Everton, had a game plan and they executed really well against Man City. And it resulted in them taking the lead as well from Jack Harrison. And yes, I have no idea what City were doing. What on earth was City doing? Rodri sipping over. But it all came from, I think, Bernardo Silva. It all came from a hefty pass from Akanji, I'm pretty sure, into Bernardo Silva. And Bernardo Silva slips over. And then it's a whole calamitous in the City defense. I don't know what Rodri is thinking there. He gives away the ball. Very, very sloppy. It's very unlike him as well to do that. And McNeil takes it. He's like, cheers, mate. Cross into the box. Jack Harrison's there. Of course, former Leeds United player Jack Harrison slots it away. Just literally skips past Ake, slots it in, 1-0 Everton. So, yeah. Everton take the lead, and, I thought they played very well in the first half. Man City struggled in that first half. They struggled to break them down. Everton defense was very resilient, very resilient, very compact in that first half. And, City found it very frustrating. They found it very hard. I mean, they had a very good chance from Alvarez, but that is about it in the first half. Like a proper real chance. That is about it. Came from the chance where they opened the Everton up, to be fair. They literally run Everton in there. And yeah, Alvarez, it came from Nunes, who had a shot, and Pickford made a fantastic 2 double saves from Jordan Pickford, and Alvarez completely missed. Unlucky, because it was a great save from Pickford, missed the other one. But that was actually about it. And Everton, literally winning half time, perfect. It's just all about, and I think we had this funny feeling because we've seen teams like this. We've seen Man City go behind this season, and they do usually come back. I saw against Luton Town. Luton Town went 1-0 by half time. They couldn't hold on in the second half. You just know it would be a different City in the second half. I think Everton knew this as well, and City came out second half, all guns blazing. Pep Guardiola probably had a mad team talk with them as he always. He probably just said, drink water and relax, like he always does. Nobody talking, like like literally. Sit down, nobody talks. Drink water and relax, like literally, man. But no, yeah, Man City came out just all guns blazing in that second half, and you got to say, based on their second half performance, they definitely deserved, to win this game. They get back. I mean, look, what I loved with Foden, for that equalizer, bro didn't care because all Man City was just, trying to play this fancy football outside the box, trying to pass it into the goal as they always usually do, right? It's not going to work against Everton because Everton is very, very well organised. Sean Dyche is a very well organised manager. Sean Dyche, he's a very well organised manager, and he's been doing a great job. We're getting more on him and Everton later. So Foden was like, "Fuck this!" He just hit it, because they were all doing fancy passes, trying to play the ball into the net, and Foden's like, "Oh, screw you lot, mate," and then absolutely smashes it. Yeah, Pickford goes. You saw Pickford. He drifted to his right. So he didn't have time because the shot was so powerful, man. He didn't have time to get down there. And great goal from Phil Foden, by the way. They get their equaliser. And then, the whole penalty. And again, Everton played well after the equaliser still. They still was sticking to their game plan. They still, played pretty decent after that. And then, obviously, the penalty situation. Now, guys, let me know. Do you think it was a penalty? Handball on Onana? For me, of course, it's one of those ones where we'll see these types of handballs be given. At the same time, nobody really knows what penalty is anymore. Nobody really knows what handball is anymore. Maybe if it hit his face, because what it does do is it hits his arm first, it hits like his hand first, and then it hits his face. If it was the other way around, if it hit Onana's face first instead of his hand, I'm sure it would not have been a penalty. Because it hit his arm first, his hand first, of course, and then it hit his face. I think you got to say, I can see why they've given it. Of course, it wasn't deliberate. You can see it as well. He got very unlucky, but I mean, he had his hand pretty high up there in here as well. So Everton fans will be hard done by that. I think Everton will as well, because obviously that penalty. Well, for me, I think that equaliser changed the game. I think getting City back, Foden. Getting them back in the game was crucial. And they obviously kicked on after that, and they got themselves a penalty. Alvarez steps up. When you ain't got Haaland, you got Alvarez. That's what I'm saying, people. Man City, they ain't got Haaland. They got another fantastic, world-class player, and he is world-class. I don't care what people want to try and tell me. Yeah, he's a world-class player, Julian Alvarez. He's won everything. Julian Alvarez has literally completed football. Yeah, man has literally completed football already. He's won everything there is to win. He's won everything apart from the Community Shield. Has he actually won the Community Shield? Let me know, people. But look, all jokes aside, he's a quality player and he steps up. Goes down the middle, to be honest, and Pickford almost saved it, to be fair. I think he got a little touch with his legs to it. He actually did get a little touch with his leg to it. And then, after that, you're 2-1 down. You just knew City were... City kept going. They were ruthless towards the end of the game. It could have been 4-5 in the end. Bernardo Silva wrapped up for them. But Foden, man, had one off the post, by the way. What a chance. What a goal that would have been. Absolute rocket. That would have been, And then he had another chance right towards the end when Pickford made a fantastic save as well. Phil Foden, man. He could have had a hat-trick towards the game, but I thought he was absolutely superb for Man City today. For me, he's got to be man of the match, guys. He would be my man of the match, is Phil Foden. To get them back, I thought, first half he was a bit average, but, to come back in the second half, to get City that important goal, to get them back into the game, I think Phil Foden, for me, and I think I said he could have had a hat-trick today, Phil Foden. I thought he was absolutely excellent for Manchester City, and for me, he'll be my man of the match. I thought Akanji had an awful game for Man City. I thought he was awful. I thought he ain't got no Ruben Diaz, but I think he had the illness tonight or something for them. And obviously they had to get rid of John Stones picked up an injury, and Gavadio came on at left back. I think Ake moved to the centre back role, but I thought Kanji was poor defensively tonight. Yeah, every time this guy got the ball, he kept giving it away, very, very sloppy. So yeah, I thought Akanji had a poor game for Man City. But yeah, as I said, I think the highlight for me is Phil Foden. But yeah, let's talk about Everton, man, because Everton for me need to keep their heads held high, man. What a season they're having, and if it wasn't for the point deduction, they would be above mid-table right now. They'd be about, I think, ninth or something. So Sean Dyche is doing a fantastic job. I mean, look at the difference between last season Everton to this season Everton. It's a complete difference. You know, this Everton side is playing the way Sean Dyche wants them to play, of course, and he's as I said, a very well organized manager. Yeah, people say, "Oh, Brexit, Sean Dyche," that they all take the mick out of him, but he's actually a very well organized manager, and yeah, it's kind of, I mean, it's kind of entertaining the way Everton do plays, to be honest, because it's kind of like, well, let's see how I mean, we know we're gonna get with Sean Dyche ball though. It is sometimes Brexit, but at the same time, they're starting to play like people say I call it Brexit, yeah, but they actually do play for some nice football at times, to be honest. And I saw it in parts today as well. Jack Harrison, I thought he could have had two. He could have had a brace. That chance where he, I think Panenka, no, not Panenka. You literally like outside of his boot. Edison makes a good save there in the first half. That could have been 2-0 Everton. But yeah, I don't know why they didn't start Calvert-Lewin. I'm not entirely sure why. I thought they would have started Calvert-Lewin, but Sean Dyche went with Beto instead. Obviously, Calvert-Lewin came on. Dan Juma, who I'm a big fan of, I think he's a good player. He came off the bench well for Everton. But yeah, look, honestly, Everton, after getting 10 points deducted as well, man, they're having a great season. They're having a great season. I mean, let's get the table up quickly, guys. Let's just quickly get the table up. Let me do it in full. Right, let's do this quickly. Let's get the table up, yeah, because you look at them there. They're currently 17th, yeah. Now Luton are 1 point behind them, but again, you can't forget this Everton side have had a 10-point deduction. Right, they're in the past couple, apart even the Tottenham game. The Tottenham game, they got so unlucky. I mean, they should have really got a draw out of it when Danjuma had it so close from scoring to make it 2-2, right? But you look at the games before that, they've been getting some great results, Everton, and many people thought, you know what, they go down, and people would say, oh, but they can because they've got 10-point deduction. But the point is, if they didn't have the 10-point deduction, they would be in and amongst where Brighton is right now. They'll be in and amongst where Newcastle is right now. That is how good of a job Sean Dyche is doing. Sean Dyche is doing a great job for Everton, and as I said, they are very well organised side. And for the first 45 minutes, they had Man City. They had Man City. And, second half, City came out. Okay, different side. They had to win this game, City, and we know this. It was a must win for City, so of course they're going to come out all guns blazing. And Everton got caught out of it. But even parts in the second half, Everton. I mean, I remember the chance from Calvert-Lewin, man. He's got to bury that chance, man. He's got to bury it. I mean, he hits it first time off target as well. He's got to bury that chance, Calvert-Lewin. And I think that, yeah, that was 2-1 as well. He could have got the equaliser for Everton there. But no, look, honestly, that first half from Everton, I thought they played very, very well, and their fans should be happy with that first half. And they are having a great season. And the table maybe lies in saying that because they're currently above relegation with 1 point. But they're set up. They're comfortably set up this season, man. They will comfortably set up. I'm convinced Everton will comfortably set up this season. And even like last season, I said, I know there's very close last season going down. But Everton, they just always find a way. Especially when it's Sean Dyche as well. I mean, I know he's got relegated once with Burnley, and that was towards right at his end of his Burnley career. But he always found a way before that. He always finds a way. When you got Sean Dyche as your manager, when you're Everton as well, they barely, they haven't gone down in years in the Premier League. They always find a way to stay up. They will never. For me, they always find a way, Everton. So they're staying up this season, 100%. And they've been playing really well, man. They've been playing really well. As a Man City, big win for, of course, them. This is what it does for the table, people. They do move above Tottenham into 4th place. You can see chasing. I mean, they do have a game in hand as well. So, yeah, they win the game in hand. They'll be 2 points behind us, and of course, if we win tomorrow as well, us and Liverpool. So it's safe to say, people, you can never write off Man City. You can never write them off. And again, that first half was awful for Man City, but the part of me gives credit to Everton for that first half, because Everton were excellent in the first half. Everton did everything. Defensively, they were so resilient when it came to them in defense. They was well organized. When it came, defensively, their shape was superb in that first half. They really frustrated Man City. Again, Man City was sloppy though. Yeah, Man City was sloppy, and they have not been the Man City that we all know this season. But you can never, ever, and I'm saying this as an Arsenal fan, yeah. This is our competition. Like we're fighting with Man City in the title. These are our title challenges, yeah. But I can sit there and say, never write these lot off. You can never write Man City off. How many times have they done this and then they go on a 15-game winning streak? Like next year or something. We were 8 points clear of them people last season and they still won the league. Like it's I remember the season Liverpool had like a massive point gap on them and they still won the league. You can never write them off. You can never write off Pep Guardiola's Man City. Yeah, even without De Bruyne, he's back very soon. Yeah, I don't know. He's meant to be back last week. I don't know if he's, but he should be back for them soon. Yeah, even without De Bruyne, you can never write this City team off. And I hate to say it, but they'll be up there once again, as they always are. And even this season, they've not looked at all. Well, what we know about Man City, they've not looked anywhere near that. I think they've been leaking goals. I think their defenses look shaky. But what I will say is they're still always up there, and they still always will be up there. Because it's Manchester City at the end of the day. You can never write this City team off. The title race is very, very tight this season. And it's not like last season where we had an 8-point gap going into the new year or whatever. This is a 3-horse race. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City. 3 teams. 3 very good teams this season, right? This is a 3-horse race. It's going to go down to the wire, people. It's going to go down to the wire. And it's all about who's going to go and do the big spending, or at least, bolster their squad up even more in January for me. That wins the league title, and about consistency as well, as we all know. But yeah, look, City, big win for them. They had to win this game. And as for Everton, they should keep their heads held up high, man. And we are going to look at the fixtures in a minute, man. But yeah, in terms of, let's go back to obviously, so to talk about a few individual players tonight for both of the sides. I think this guy for me is man of the match for Manchester City. It's got to be Phil Foden. I thought he had an absolutely great game. I said this guy could have had a hat trick. He could have had a hat trick. I mean, some of the chances that guy had towards the end. Especially if, mate, that would have been up there for goal of the season so far. Yeah, that rocket that hit the post. Jesus, man, if that went in. But yeah, then he had another chance where Pickford saved it as well. So yeah, this guy for me definitely improved. I thought first half again. I think he struggled in the first half, but second half he came alive big time. And he's man of the match number 1 because big goal for him to get Man City back in that game. To equalize, to get the important equalizer, which set them going and to go and get all 3 points, right? But the fact that what I loved about his equalizer, yeah, is the fact that we saw Man City the whole game, as they always do, try and make it look pretty, pass it into the goal. But he was like, fuck you lot, yeah. And he just smashed it. Pickford had no chance. Pickford went to the right because the shot was so powerful. The shot was so powerful, Pickford had no chance. Simple as that. So, yeah, Phil Foden, I thought, had a superb game, especially in the second half. And again, he could have had a hat-trick for Manchester City. As for Everton, I think Harrison played fantastic in the first half. Second half sort of faded away. I thought Garner had a good game for Everton as well. I thought he had a great game. But guys, let me know your thoughts as well on Onana's penalty situation. Yeah, was it a penalty for you guys? I think, of course, we all know why they've given it. I think it hits his arm and then it obviously bounces off his face. I think if it hit his face first and then it came off his arm, maybe it wasn't a penalty. But nowadays we don't know what's going on with penalties and handballs and all that stuff. So I can see why they gave the penalty personally. But look, it's down to you guys' perspective. It's down to your guys' opinion. Do you think Onana handball was a handball. Let me know down below, people. But let's go through you guys' comments, people. Let us know your thoughts as well on the game. If you're on the channel, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 6K subscribers. Do daily football content. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you are new. But yeah, we've got Jordan in there. Hope you're doing well, Jordan. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll drop a link in the chat. Anyone's welcome to come and have their say, talk about a little bit about football. There we go. I get it's late. I get it's 10:30 at night. But anyone is welcome to come on and have their say. But yeah, big up to you, Jordan, bro. Hope you're doing well, my man. As always, good evening, Charlton Fan TV. Hope you're doing well, Charlton Fan TV, man. Good evening to you as well. Let me know how's Charlton getting on this season, bro. I think the last time I checked, you guys lost 2-0. I can't remember who you played though. But the last time I checked, you guys were at 11th in League One. So I don't know how far you are off playoffs, but I hope Charlton get promoted, man. Yeah, Jordan, the link's literally in the chat right there, bro. For anyone can join. We got AFC always, man. Josh Massey ain't going nowhere to be crowned champions of the Premier League yet again. No, this is Vin AFC always. I agree. You can never write them off. You can never ever not underestimate. You can never just say, "Oh no, City this season now, no chance, mate." They're going to be always up there. Yeah, how many times have we seen this City team, right, come back and have a mad winning streak towards the end of the season? We've seen it so many times, right? Last season, when we 8 points clear, towards the end, they still won the league. When Liverpool had a mad gap on them, they still won the league. You can never write off Man City. You can never write them off. I've got something on my new phone to join. Big up, man, Rory in the chat. We hope you're doing well, Rory. No one we can cook today. Yeah, that is true, to be fair. Chelsea one as well. Big up Arsenal Vlogs. Big up Luca. I'm very well, thank you. Big up, we've got City fan Ryan. Ryan, if you want to come on and have your say on the stream, bro, then click the link down below and you can come on and have your say. He says, getting great performance, 3-1 victory. Foden was excellent today. What a goal and what a player. Agreed, man. Yeah, agreed. For me, Foden, man of the match by far. Yeah, I definitely think he was one of your best players today. Alvarez completed football and he's a great player. Yeah, he's completed football. He's world class because of the trophies he's won. But just look at overall player, an overall round player. Alvarez gives you everything: the goals, the flair. The flair, the skill, the work rate. It gives you everything. Alvarez is such a good player, man. And I wish Arsenal would sign this player. Yeah, Alvarez is a quality player, man. One of the best. Everton have played well today, even though they lost 3-1. Facts, man. Facts. Everton should have their heads held high. My new phone wants to sign me in, bro. I'm going to join from my own phone. Right, Jordan's coming on, people. My man Tony's in the chat. Big up to you, early doors. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Big up, Josh. Tomorrow game is so important to you now. Facts, it is. It's a must win against you guys. Will you ruin the party like you did last season? Early doors. That 2-2 game. Will you repeat history? Will you ruin the party? But yeah, it's a must win for us. It is a must win for us. Big up to you as well, guys. Big up to Hey Gaffer. Big up Jordan. Right, we're gonna get a few people on. We got my man Jordan in the chat. Jordan, what are you telling me, man? You good?
Yeah, man. I got a new phone, so it'll give me
nice one. So you're on your old phone right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the old one to join.
Nice. All right, we've got my man Toney as well. Yes, Toney. What are you telling me, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Josh, yourself, and Jordan. Good to see you in there, and everyone in the chat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, good evening, man. Not too bad, thank you. Look, I'll start with you, Jordan, first, bro. Man City getting the 3 points. Man City would be in Everton 3-1. What would you make of the game, bro?
Yeah. Despite I don't stand them, but well done by Pep and his boys in beating a team that I know very well, Everton. But well done by Alvarez indeed. No Kevin De Bruyne. He's back, but he's not. I don't know why he isn't starting, but he's fit. So maybe I'm not sure if Pep will use him. I don't know yet. But well done by Man City. Great strike though from Phil Foden as well. So that he should have been on a hat trick, as I said before. Josh, I heard you said he should have been on a hat trick. But well done by Phil Foden.
Yeah, he should have had a hat trick, man. He had two very good chances. I mean, he had a rocket which hit the post, and then he had a save from Bickford. But Jordan, Julian Alvarez, man, for me, he's a world class player. What do you think about him?
Yeah. Big up to him indeed. This is the reason why he needs to play all the time. It's not about then depending on Haaland to scoring goals. Alvarez needs to despite he's a Premier League experience, but he have goals in him and he's good. He's a great player despite he's young. But big up to Julian Alvarez indeed. So he's a fantastic player.
Yeah, I agreed. I want to come to my man Toney. Toney, mate, what would you make of this result for Man City?
I think if you look at it, I mean, like, it's a good result for them considering their form lately. And don't get it twisted, because you got to think Everton, they've not been no mugs lately, haven't they? They've been pulling out some great results. So to get a result like this for City, it's a big thing. And you just seeing the table there, it just kind of narrows it things right down to the wire now. So your result tomorrow against us is crucial.
Yeah, agreed, man. It sure is. I was just saying before you came on, it's a must win for us to get against you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because Jordan, your boys that lead the way at the moment, but we all know City to have that game in hands. I mean, people writing off City, you can never write off City, can you,
Not
Toney?
Not at all. Not at
Yeah.
all. Because full well on that, they come back stronger in the second half of the season. And I think, the January transfer window is going to be an interesting one as well, Josh. Because you're looking to strengthen. I think Guardiola's definitely got to be looking to strengthen something at City, because there's something not going right at the moment. That's for sure.
Yeah. No, I agreed 100%. But guys in the chat, guys, make sure you keep your like buttons up. Make sure you sub to Jordan and also early doors as well. I'll try my best to leave their links after this stream ends in the description. So you guys can check them out down below. But yeah, just want to focus on Everton quickly, man, because as Toney said, they've been on some great form. Sean Dyche is really doing a good job for them. People will say, "Oh, but they're 17th," but you got to look at that point deduction, man. If they didn't have the point deduction, I'm pretty sure they would have been 9th.
Yeah, 9th. Yeah.
So
yeah.
they're having a great season when you look at it on in that respect, right? But I mean, Sean, you know what you're gonna get with Sean Dyche, But to be fair, he has his team well organized, doesn't he, Jordan?
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, indeed.
Yeah, man. Luca's dropping his link again, isn't he, Jordan?
Look at me online, man.
Yeah, he's dropping his link again. Oh man, Luca, come on, man. Oh dear. But yeah, okay. So I was gonna look at their next fixtures as well, both of these sides, because many people before the start of the season thought Everton would get relegated, based on how they were last season. But no, they always find a way to stay up. They always find a way. And in terms of their next fixtures, they got Wolves. That'll be a tough game. I mean, Wolves, they won 4-1 tonight.
Yeah.
Like, that will be a tough game for them. That'll be a big test for them. They've got Palace in the FA Cup after that. Villa at home against Emery. That'll be a tough game. Fulham away. Tottenham. Then they've got Man City again. And then they've got Crystal Palace. Tony, mate, do you see Everton staying up this season?
I think they've got a good chance to, because for me, as a manager, my team talks are easy. You just got to look at the board. They screwed us over by getting the points deduction because they didn't do their business right. And that's why I think Everton's playing so well, because for me, that's what I use as a team talk. We're playing for ourselves. We're playing for the fans. Don't worry about the board. Let's do this, and that's why I think they're playing so well. I think they will. I think they will. They stay up. They will stay up. Dyche, like you said, Dyche has got them playing to his style. He looks effective. I mean, obviously today was a bit of a blip on him, but then look how long it took for City to get into this game. That just shows you the strength where Everton's come from.
Yeah,
so, it's a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more. I think that first half, Everton really frustrated Man City. They was finding it really hard to break them down. And you got to say that they deserved in the end, to go in at halftime leading.
Yeah.
But it's very sloppy. Their to give away that goal for Man City. It all came from Bernardo Silva, that little slip. Then Rodri, I don't know what Rodri was doing. And then, McNeil was like, cheers, crosses it in. Jack Harrison skips past Ake, and it's a goal just like that, So it's very sloppy for Man City's part. But, City, we all know that they've not been the City that we all know.
No.
And obviously not love, but we all know and hate, to be honest. Like, they've not been the same. But they have this thing where they just, the second half of the season, they'll just come and just do what they always do. We saw it last season. We were 8 points clear of them. They still won the league. I remember the season when Liverpool, I think, had a massive point gap over them, and they still came back and won the league. So people, you cannot write off Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. Yeah, they got De Bruyne injured, but I think he's back now anyway. But again, you can still never write this City team off. They'll be up there challenging to the wire. But no,
100%.
I do agree with what Toney said. I think January will play a massive part for all three of these clubs in the title race. Liverpool, you guys got Jordan. You guys got to sign a DM. You guys got to go out there and buy some players. Arsenal, we got to sign a striker ideally, and Man City also got to strengthen as well. But Jordan, bro, bias aside, yeah, because I know you're a Liverpool fan. I know they're your biggest rivals, but do you see Everton get relegated this season? Bias aside.
Yeah, man. I'm tired of derbies, man. I'm just tired, man. Derbies, man. And just no, man. I don't want to see derbies. Everton, Pickford. I know he's a great goalkeeper, but I need him to go out of this Premier League for good. I cannot take derbies. But if Sean Dyche keep him up, we're still gonna slap him up because look, Shota is back. He's back. So for Derby next year, we're slapping up Everton. So yeah. Don't care if you have Harrison or Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But we are super sly. So we will get the job done. Get them out of this Premier League. So yeah, well done. Bye.
So you think they get relegated then, Jordan?
Yeah, man, we will never get relegated, man.
I don't know, man. I think they're still up. I think they're still up. Big up to Andrew. City is winning it. VAR and rest will help them like every other year. Rodri should be sent. Rodri should be off for diving, and that's not a pen. I was going to ask you guys about that. Obviously, the Onana handball penalty. What do you think about it, Toney? Do you think it was a right decision?
It's debatable, isn't it? It is a debatable
Yeah.
one. I mean, not being funny, when you look at when you played Villa with Cash, in his arm and that, was it handball with him? Havertz then saying hit him afterwards, and they're saying that he's the one that was off, caused the handball. That's it. It's one of those, mate, where you all sit around a table and you talk about it all night long. Is that right? Is this right? Does VAR do this? Does VAR make the right decision?
Yeah,
and I know obviously a lot of people saying that obviously because it's Man City and that it's a fix. It's everyone's kind of giving it to City because they don't want to see Arsenal win and stuff like that. But you got to look at certain games, and that's not just City, Liverpool, Arsenal. You got to look at certain games over this season so far. There's been so much dodginess going on; it's untrue, and teams are getting away with it because of poor decisions by refereeing. I mean, look at you guys when you played. I think it was the Newcastle game when that ball go out, and then you got to look at the lines that are drawn. Well, the lines weren't even. I think whoever's in VAR and that had a few too many because that line wasn't straight at all. It was on an angle. This is where your problem lies. So it's a big thing now. I think you can just do a stream just on that alone, Josh. Don't talk about anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, agreed, man. Agreed. This is a thing. Like for me, nobody knows what handball really is anymore. Like we see so many different scenarios get given, and nobody really knows. The same like nobody really knows a whole penalty anymore. Like it's so different now. But Jordan, bro, what do you think about Onana's handball, in your opinion?
No. Yeah, the handball. They're changing different kind of stuff now in this Premier League right now. So nobody don't even know what is penalty and what is handball. So yeah, absolutely. This Onana, he's not the Andre Onana. The goalkeeper is an outfield player, but that handball. I think it should have been a penalty, but well, despite he's not a keeper, but it should have given though. Well,
Mm. Yeah, I mean,
Right. Just
look at
so,
the.
sorry to cut you off, Tony. Just to answer this guy's comment, mate.
Oh yeah,
I'm an Arsenal fan, and I literally said that was a penalty, bro. Bro was playing. Odegaard was playing basketball.
it's
Yeah,
true, isn't it? That is
It's-
true.
it was a clear penalty. I said it in my match review. I said we've rode our luck there, right? I said how the hell was he not given a penalty for that? So I'm fair of it, bro. I'm fair of it. Like as an
And
Arsenal
not,
fan, that was a clear penalty.
and
I
not
said
being
he's
funny,
playing
your manager
basketball.
didn't say nothing on that decision, did he?
Yeah,
Yeah. When it's the other
facts.
way around, he's in like a shot. But in that situation, not at all. I mean, the thing I was going to raise yesterday's game when you saw Martinez come out and he took Rashford out. But when you look
Yeah,
at it, he clearly got the ball first of all. But you've seen the decisions go the opposite way, and you see the keeper walk. So
yeah.
a bit of common sense came out of that game yesterday. But other than that, I don't know. But
Yes.
yeah, fair comment on the Odegaard thing. Yeah, as you said, he's suddenly become a Harlem Globetrotter kind of thing, with the ball.
Yeah, it's mad. And look, yeah, as you said, we spoke about VAR and decisions for the whole stream. Like literally, there's so much to talk about there. But look, this Man City side, Tony. I know it's quite hard to say because we still got well for me a 3-horse race: Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City. But what's your thoughts going? Man City in the title race. Do you think they go all the way again this season?
Yeah, without a doubt. Without
Yeah,
a doubt. I mean, you've got to think you've got a manager that just oozes success. He wants trophies. He's got that winning mentality, and you can see the frustration in certain games when they concede a goal, and he's thinking like, this ain't good. So yeah, they'll be in it until the end. And look at last season; they did exactly the same thing. Considering that points gap you had, the possession of the league, and we all know the end result. And it'll be the same again this year.
What has Arsenal got to do though to go all the way? Same with Liverpool, I could say. Do you think it's a whole mentality thing with this Premier
Yeah,
League?
100%. I think if you look at, don't get me wrong. I mean, Arteta's he's installed a kind of a confidence in the team. We saw that last season. This season, you're not as effective like it was last season.
Yeah.
That's one thing I will say. But I think you're still lacking a couple of players. There's
Yeah.
something about your team that where you haven't got that kind of winning edge. You can win games, don't get me wrong, and you've seen it where you have the majority of possession, and yet you still don't come out on top.
Yeah, that Villa game was a prime example of that.
Definitely.
They scored early, but we dominated possession. We had the big chances, and we never took them.
Nah.
For me, I say all the time, you just need that clinical striker there. Someone who can bag you them goals because people think I'm digging out Jesus. It's not me digging out Gabriel Jesus, yeah, because Jesus is a good player. There's a reason why he's only bagged 13 goals in his whole entire footballing career. That's his highest he's ever bagged. Is because that's not his game in terms of goal scoring. And it sounds stupid to be, that's his job as a striker, no. But Jesus gives you so much on the ball in terms of link up play, in terms of work rate, in terms of off the ball work is superb. It's just goal scoring is not about his game.
That's not part of him, is it? I mean, he basically, when you think about it, he literally puts himself about and puts defenders under pressure.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he's there for. But yeah, you definitely need, just like us, you definitely need a striker as well.
Jordan, what did Liverpool need for you, bro, to win the league title?
Yeah, you have a great point. We need a DM. And also, Salah is going away after the Newcastle game. So, yeah. So, we're not going to have him after the Newcastle United game.
Mm.
So yeah, so we need a DM in the transfer window. Can't wait to see who will we bring as a DM. But we want to take this title race very serious, and we need to find a backup right winger. We can even use Dam over there, but I'm not sure what will Klopp do next year. After Salah leave for Afghan, so we might have to rotate in midfield. So yeah, we need a DM, in midfield. Just so yeah, we need a DM. We have end already, but we need a DM, a backup DM, a 6 to
Mm.
come.
Yeah. Endo's just not gonna be good for to elevate you to that level. Like Endo's got experience, captain of Japan, but yeah, you need better there, Jordan, bro. You need better there. But yeah, no, you make a good point. Like the AFCON comes, the Salah's gonna be going. So who you guys play right wing? Will it be Harvey Elliott?
We could use Doak as well, so we can use any one of them, Elliot or Doak. So yeah.
But have you got an actual out and out right winner to back up Salah?
Darwin can also not Darwin, Dominic Supersly can also play there.
Can he play right wing as well?
Yeah, he can go out there as well.
Wow, there you go, Jordan. But no, in terms of DMs, you guys are looking at that Brazilian guy, the Andre guy, right?
Well, he's going to Fulham, so we're not really
Oh,
interested.
he's going Fulham now.
He's going to Fulham here. I'm hearing about Rafael Leao from AC Milan.
Yeah, but Leo's not a DM. He's a left winner.
Yeah, but
Nah, I don't think you'll get Leo. Like, you need a DM, Jordan, right? You should go for someone like well, we've been linked with Zubamendi, the Real Sociedad midfielder. He's a very good player. You should go with someone like Paulinho from Fulham as well. I reckon he'd be a great signing for you lot.
Yeah, but it depends if they want silly money again. Like we went for him, they wanted 90 million.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's crazy amount of money. Lucas says, "Nah, listen, Barella would never go Liverpool."
Barella, bro. If we get Barella, bro,
Never.
a different ball game, brother. A different ball game, brother. I tell you.
Luca, I was only bantering, by the way, mate. Like, I didn't actually mean it. I wasn't having a go. I was just bantering with you, bro, as always. At least it's a good goal.
No, me no Palina, man. Me prefer Barella.
Yeah, no, Paulinho's a baller. Yeah, Paulinho's quality. But yeah, all right, guys. Jordan, who's your man of the match from today? Performance.
So that guy should have been an arch today, though. But maybe big up to Phil Foden.
Yeah, I agree. Phil Foden. Toney, what about you, man? Foden as well.
That's one that highlighted it for me. Yeah, it was Foden.
Yeah, this guy I said he could have had a hat trick, but yeah. Look, before we do go, Toney, I want to talk to you a little bit about tomorrow's game. How are you feeling about coming to the Emirates?
Fairly confident, mate. I mean, our form at the moment is pretty decent. I mean, obviously, apart from the 5-1 drubbing we got from Liverpool in the cup, and obviously the Fulham game.
Oh my God.
Our form otherwise has been pretty decent. And when you think, apart from the game yesterday, we got knocked down to 7th. But as I said earlier on, we're still in with a chance. We're knocking on the door for the Champions League as well with the Europa. So yeah, Moyes has got them playing fairly decent at the moment. So yeah, I fancy it. It's going to be an interesting game. I think it's going to be a decent game. I think both teams are going to be trying to find each other out. And I think if you look at it, our defense is a little bit kind of weak in certain areas, but at the same point, we can, we tend to beat teams on the counter. And if you look at it, when it comes to free kicks and the corners, aerial height is a bit superior to you guys. So there's that as well. Yeah, the free kick with Ward-Prowse. You don't want to be giving one of them away. That's for sure.
Nah. I'll tell you about obviously a player I'm fearing the most. It's got to be Kudus, man. That guy in that Carabao Cup game, he tore us a new one, bro. Seriously, that guy was everywhere in that Carabao Cup game. He's defending, putting in last-ditch tackles, going forward. Every time he got the ball, he was causing nightmares for us. His goal was superb. Like, this player, I wish we signed him, and what a bargain he was for you guys.
35 million.
Well,
Yeah.
Indeed,
Was.
well, indeed, score against us too. I'm good.
I had a West Ham fan on today, yeah, and he was like, obviously, because I mean, I saw the result, but he said that Moyes didn't really take the quarterfinal seriously because he played Ben Johnson, and it's like
Yeah.
he rotated the team around a lot.
Yeah, it was one of those kind of things. You know, we just got look. They played you. It was a 0-0 draw, and you knew full well that whoever was going to play next was going to be. Someone's going to be onto a drubbing. Unfortunately, it turned out to be us.
Yeah.
And when you look at the Fulham game, by all accounts, and that we could still be out there now. We weren't scoring for anything. Bowen missed about 2 or 3 chances, clear-cut chances as well. So yeah, I mean, hopefully we've got our scoring boots on tomorrow, not like we did against Fulham, that's for sure.
Yeah, look, we got a good record when it comes to you lot. When you guys come to the Emirates, like last time you beat us 2016, man.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
We had Wenger, first game of the season as well. That 2-0 game for you guys.
Yeah, Declan was about the top score at that time, that season.
Yeah. Jordan, what do you think about tomorrow's game, man?
Look,
Arsenal,
man. Yeah. Yes. Declan Rice against former club, play against a newcomer like Mohamed Kudus for the first time, but familiar faces like Gerard Bowen, Paqueta, and those guys. So it will be looking good for him to play against his former club. I hope he don't get any boos again from those West Ham United fans. All the best. I hope he scored against his former club as well. And I wish him all the best at home, man. Great player. And I'll have to say that. Just watch out for Mohamed Kudus, because this player is just a for West Ham.
Yeah, he's quality. I agree. The question for Toney, right? Do you see West Ham and Moyes overachieving this season?
No, I don't actually. I think when you look at last season, already it's an improvement on it. That's for sure. And we're playing a lot different from last season, so there's more of a chance of getting more achievement out of it this season. So when you look at it like that, I wouldn't say no, we're overachieving. I think we're kind of the balance seems to be quite nice at the moment. Moyes has got them kind of playing fairly decent football. Yes, at times we do sit back a bit too much. Excuse me, and we do invite teams to come at us. But at the same point, if you muck up with the ball, then guaranteed that we'll do something on the counter. And I think that's the thing you got to worry about. I mean, no doubt Zinchenko's going to have like 5 red balls before he comes out before the game starts because he's going to have a torrid time trying to keep Kudos at bay. Because if Zinchenko pushes on and he loses that ball, Kudos is just saying bye bye, and he's leaving him. He's just leaving him.
Yeah, it's that's another worry. I mean, every single game we're going in, we're worried of this Zinchenko guy now. Because I said this so many times. The guy's not a left back. Like he can't defend. This guy cannot defend, and we binned off Toney. It still baffles me today why we binned off Kieran Toney. We have an out left back. We've got no backup for Zinchenko. It's Kivior, but Kivior's a centre back.
Yeah, but even then, that Kivior and that he's lucky to stay on the pitch every single time. The man's, you wince every single time go towards a player because you go wonder what the hell he's going to do with him.
Yeah, literally, man. Like every single time, every single game, we got to highlight Zinchenko for being like a weak link because the guy is so poor defensively. Like you saw this guy against Salah.
Yeah,
Jordan, you saw him against Salah. Salah cooked him, bro. Like seriously. So yeah,
question for you, Josh. Question for you though, Josh. When you think about it, I mean, obviously, your goal machine is suspended. Yeah. So, 2 things here. Where's your goals coming from? For one, and secondly, who do you replace him with?
So I predicted 2-1, by the way, in terms of the goals. Like, this is the thing at the Emirates Stadium this season. We can see goals at the Emirates, right? It's kind of like away from home. We keep more clean sheets. It's weird this season. It's kind of like you've seen the Emirates games this season, yeah. The game against Brighton, for example, we won the game 2-0. The chances again, in terms of clinical, we could have won the game 3-4-5, but we had plenty of chances. We couldn't take them. I go to that Wolves game as well. We beat them 2-1. We went 2-0 up inside the first 20-25 minutes. Again, we didn't take our. We didn't get the third goal, and they get a goal back, and it's panic stations. I feel like it'd be very similar tomorrow. We'll probably take the lead. Yeah, we'll may go 2-0 up, and then you guys will, and then we'll just not take our chances, and you guys will get a goal back, and we panic stations. Similar to what I'm at a London Stadium. You know, we went 2-0 up, and then you guys came back, and you guys ruined the party for us, and and made us drop 2 points. But no, I'll answer the second bit. To replace Havertz, Partey was meant to be fit, but he's gonna be missing the game, so that's a massive blow for Arsenal. Arteta will go Jorginho. I'll go Smith Rowe. I think you got to play Smith Rowe now, because it'll get to the point where if it comes to January, this guy has not played. He's not started a game. He started one game this whole entire season. That was a Carabao Cup match. This guy needs a game time. He's literally right on our bench, and he's so talented. He's so talented there.
I agree with you, because I like Smith Rowe. I think he offers you something, but unfortunately, we're talking about Arteta.
Yeah.
So knowing him, I can see a Jorginho being played instead.
Yeah. No. It's going to be Jorginho, man. It's going to be Jorginho and Declan Rice next to each other. And look, I ain't discrediting Jorginho. I think Jorginho has actually been a decent signing for us. But I've seen this guy enough. I want to see Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe, he's far more talented, has far more potential than Jorginho does. Jorginho is getting older. Jorginho's got 6 months left of his contract. Even he can leave if he wanted to in January. He can start talking to clubs. He's got 6 months left of his contract. So if it's not Jorginho, then it's going to have to be Toney. Like we're so limited in the midfield area right now.
This is the thing, isn't it? All the money you've spent, and you still you haven't got strength in your team.
Yeah. How are we spending that much? 700 million, almost 700. It'll be 750 whenever it comes up, and we still have to buy at least 4 more positions. It just doesn't make sense, really, because we need a backup for Saka. Nelson ain't that guy. We need a striker, as we all know. That's going to cost us above 60, 70 million, especially if we want to go and get a clinical striker. We need a midfielder, as we know. We need a left back now, because Zinchenko is just not him. We need a centre back as well. And arguably, if Ramsdale leaves in January, we need another goalkeeper. So it's a mad one. Our bench is, we look at the bench, and this is the issue against a team like Liverpool, right? I looked at the bench. One player can come off the bench and change the game for us. That's how limited we are. That is Trossard off the bench. Yeah, Eddie Nketiah has not changed a game in his career at Arsenal, right? So, and he's no game changer. The only player we've got on our bench who can actually change a game is Trossard. This is where we're at. Like, we spend all the money and we still have to go on sign and improve our bench even more. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, we have to do it. Like, it's non-negotiable for January. Otherwise, there's been many questions last time. We will not win the league title. We will not win anything this season, and people need to leave. So, but yeah, look, as an Arsenal fan looking to West Ham, I've been so impressed with you lot this season. You lot have really surprised me on how far you're up and how well you're doing. I know you have a little dip here and there. I remember the game against Villa. You guys got battered by Aston Villa. Then you went on a little losing streak. You lost to Everton, lost to Olympiacos, Europa League. And then obviously you had a game where you got battered by Fulham 5-0. But other than that, really, I've been really impressed with you. And the table doesn't lie. You guys, you were above Man United, of course. It was a good result for us, but not a good result for you in that respect, because, they did go above you. You guys still in Europa League. You qualify for the knockout stages. Honestly, like I feel like you've really surprised me in terms of how well you got and how well Moyes is doing this season. Especially when you I thought you struggled when you lost Declan Rice as well, one of your key players. But you've brought in players like Kudus. You've used that money wisely, because you've got in players like Ward-Prowse who he's a Prem-proven player. You know, we saw him at
Yeah.
Southampton. So he's got that experience in the Premier League. And, you know, even, you know, someone like Edson Alvarez, from Ajax, right? What I will say, that guy, every time I see him, he's looks so, like, he's a good player. I rate him, but I just think he's a bit reckless at times, in my opinion. I feel like he's like a walking red card. I'm not going to lie.
But you don't mind that. I mean, if it's not being funny, you know, if you look at your team and that, you often wonder which player of yours is going to get a red card. But Alvarez and that, we know he puts himself about, and you don't mind that because you want that. You do need that kind of player in there, and I think it showed that when you played Luton, which you was lucky to get the game, you know, win in that game, is the fact of Luton kind of bullied you all over the park. And used guys did not like it at all.
No.
Did not like, you know, having that physicality put against you kind of thing, you know. And you got to think, to be a good side, you don't just have creativity and flair. You also have to have a physical presence on the pitch as well, because if you don't, you're going to get battered. Simple as that.
Yeah, that's facts there, man. That's facts. 100% agreed. But what do you guys need to do really in this window in terms of positional wise? Is it a striker you need?
Definitely, we need a striker.
Because someone, I mean, would you take Solanke at Bournemouth?
He's interested in, and I suppose if you look at it, I mean, when we played the first opening game of the season, you know, he done us to equalise in that game when we was, you know, we was quite comfortable in it, and he's proved himself this season. He could easily fit in there. I mean, obviously, I know we've joked about the Nketiah situation when they're talking about. I mean, obviously, Moyes is an admirer of the kid, and he likes Nketiah. He does like Nketiah, but you know, if the rumour's true that you're looking to sell him on for £40 million, let's just hope he doesn't go down that route. But then we've got Tim Steadtine as well. That's obviously has bought in the likes of Kudos, Alvarez, and you know, Prowse, etc. So I think there's going to be a bit of a conflict of interest. Moyes might be interested in him, doesn't mean that Steadtine is as well. So I think that's where you might see a conflict in that, which is good. But I mean, obviously, we know Nketiah is going to wait and be there till the end of the season. So we've dodged a bullet in that respects. But yeah, we definitely need a striker. Yeah, I think we need another centre back, because at the end of the day, Ogbonna's not getting any younger. Zuma seems to be struggling. I think his body kind of doesn't seem to be able to hack it these days. You know, the mind's there, but the thought process going down to his feet and thinking sometimes is a little bit haphazard. So yeah, we definitely need. I mean, Mavropanos has been a good signing as well for us. We paid
former Arsenal player, by the way.
Yeah, I know, mate. Well, if you look at a swap deal, innit? We take an ex-Arsenal player and you take an ex-Hammer to power your midfield.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Luca, tap any rumours, man.
What's that, Jordan?
What Ivan Toney to Arsenal?
Yeah,
we were talking about earlier on. I don't know, Jordan. I can't see it happening because I think Brentford's going to want too much money for him in the first place.
Yeah, we'd have to go and splash cash for Toney, man. You know, we've been linked with Solanke, Jordan, your ex-Liverpool player. That's more like a loan deal. So it's realistic. I can see it happening in terms of like when you talk about loan deals, because look, we're on this FFP watch as well, because how much we spent in the summer, it's going to be very hard. Like
this is the thing for me as well, Josh. I said that on another stream the other day, and it goes back to that same old thing. And how many times have you heard this saying? We've got to sell the dead wood first. How many more times you want to sell deadwood? You might as well sell charcoal at this rate, because some of these players have been there from year dot. And then he's picking up a pension with you guys, isn't he, as well? Not just a wage.
Yeah. But this is another thing as well. People say, oh, well, Arsenal, to buy players, you've got to sell players. Well, have you seen how bad we are at selling players? we let these guys go for free. I don't. You look at a team like Liverpool. Jordan, you sold Solanke for like 30 million. You sold Jordan Ibe for like 28 million. How much it was? Yeah. When it comes to Arsenal, the highest player we've sold is 40 million. That was Alex Iwobi, and that was when we had Una Emery 4 seasons ago. Yeah, the amount of players we let run down the contract go on a free, or we get paid nothing for them, is a joke. We are so bad at sending players. So I don't get when people want to try and say, "Oh, well, Arsenal, you got to sell players before you buy players." Like we can't even get any money for our players. Having said that, apparently we got a hefty chunk for qualifying for the last 16 of the Champions League. Apparently it's like 70 million or something for qualifying for the last 16. So, hopefully we'll use some of that. But yeah, it's January is massive for Arsenal because we know what we need, and I said it, like we need 4 or 5 positions, man. It's came to this point. Like if we want to win the league title, the main priority should be a striker, 100%. We need that clinical goal scorer in front of goal because I think that is a big thing missing this season.
Solanke, Solanke, in good.
What's that, Jordan?
Solanke, he's way better than Toney.
What you think?
Yeah.
You think he's better than Toney?
Yeah.
What, in terms of overall, or do you mean in terms of the deal?
Overall.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Not for me, man. I disagree, Jordan. I think Toney, for me, second best striker now. Harry Kane's left in Premier League. Yeah, this guy bags over 20 goals playing for Brentford, by the way. With all due respect to Brentford. Yeah, Solanke's in at Bournemouth, and Bournemouth, again, all due respect to Bournemouth, but I feel like Toney, it would be perfect for Arsenal. He's so physical. He's so good aerially as well, right?
Yeah,
His hold up play is top notch. His in-cut play is superb. He's a target man. He's clinical in front of goal. What more do we really need in terms of the striker? He's got everything that there is to need. Yeah, he's got an ego, probably, and but we've seen how Arteta deals with that. That's the only thing that sort of turns me away from this deal. Is maybe he has, of course, a betting issue as well, but an attitude problem, an ego issue, people say as well, and we've seen how Arteta deals with egos. But honestly, I think it would be perfect. It would be expensive, of course it would, but I'm sorry, to win the league title, go and pay this money for me and go and get Ivan Toney. But yeah, look, I reckon we'll win tomorrow against you lot, Toney. I'm gonna go 2-1. What's your score prediction, bro?
I'm saying 2-2 myself. I think it's one of those, you mentioned it earlier on. You probably go 2-1 up in that, and all of a sudden come the end in that, we get a corner. Up leaps Souček and that, bang. top right end corner.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
2-2.
Jordan, what about you, bro? Score prediction. Arsenal, West Ham.
2-1 Arsenal.
Yeah. Yeah, no, fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Declan against former club. Then Saka. Then Poe.
I've seen some of. Do you reckon if he scored, he'd celebrate? I don't think he would, to be fair.
He won't celebrate.
No, he will not. He's not good.
He's too professional for that kind of thing.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
It's the fact of, I was saying on one of the other channels earlier on today, you got to look at the fact that when you was coming in for him, the man kept quiet. He didn't kind of big himself up. He didn't kind of put anything out there and statement-wise or this and the other. He did his business with us. He lifted up the Europa Conference trophy. He celebrated with the fans, and then said thank you, and I'm off. That's what you want to. That just shows that's the pro of a player. That
so
just shows
humble.
the level of the player as well.
Yeah, facts, man, facts. And look, thanks for Declan Rice, Toney. This guy honestly has elevated us to that next level, bro. This guy is now our most consistent player. This guy's now became our most important player. If we lose Declan Rice, our midfield is nothing. Yeah, with all due respect to Kai Havertz, he is nothing. Declan Rice is that key for Arsenal in the midfield. He's now. I mean, I always used to say it was Thomas Partey. I said Partey was the most important player, but he's so injury prone now. You can't rely on him. But Declan Rice, this guy, week in, week out, even if we're not playing well, he still does his bit. He still puts in a performance. He's that type of guy, and hence why I want him to be captain so much for Arsenal. He's for me, that captain material. We've had people like Tony Adams, Patrick Vieira. He reminds me of that because he's a leader, right? He's the type of player that will grab the game by the scruff of the neck, and
he's your next. He's your captain already. He's your captain, mate.
Yeah,
Simple as that.
For sure.
because Ghost Guard, as we know, is he ain't no captain. And I think if you look at it, it actually takes it away from his play more than anything else. I'm just going to, I mean, Scott, I understand what you're saying there. I mean, I think the problem is it's the so-called comments
London club?
afterwards.
Do you think it's because he joined another London club, hence why they hate him?
It could be that. I mean, it's Arsenal, isn't it? And most people hate Arsenal regardless of it. And I think with the problem was, I think some comments that Rice said obviously didn't go down too well. I think that's the thing that added to it, kind of thing. But for me, like I said, you can say a comment because at the end of the day, he's done his trade with us. He's now come to you guys, and also now he's Arsenal is now his new employer. So his job and line is there, but not being funny. As much as I'm a West Ham fan, I've seen West Ham fans. We're quite fickle. Most fans are. 1 minute, you're the best thing since sliced bread. The next bit, you're sank on the bottom of someone's shoe. It changes as quick as that. But for me, no. And Scott made a great comment there. He gave everything for West Ham. He did. He was professional to the end. He did his business.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, you're seeing them traits that we taught him as a player because he's shown it with you guys, and he learned that from us. And that's the thing, you got to realise that we made him into the play. We made him an England player. We made him to be a leader. How he brought the team forward. If he's not defending, he's pushing forward and he's scoring goals.
Facts.
And when he first came to you, and that obviously he looked quite lost. But I suppose that's obviously trying to find his feet with where does he fit in.
You need to adjust to the squad.
Exactly, Jordan. Exactly that. And the thing, it didn't take him long.
Nah.
And you can see that. Yeah, I mean, Odegaard is not the player like he was last season. Partey, obviously, I said we've got you've got the so-called the injuries. I think there's a bit more into it considering the allegations against the player. So this is why I kind of question if Arteta is really going to feature him. So there's that.
Yeah.
And you can't rely on some of the other players around. I mean, Havertz, and like I said, it's good to see. Considering the price tag against him, he's now coming good on his feet. But as much as he's in that form, you can easily lose that form as well.
Yeah, no, facts. Scott, big up Scott as always, man. He says, I just went grocery shopping and bumped a Newcastle fan who wants Howe out now, and also said we got the buy of the season with Rice. Newcastle, man, they are declining massively. They got battered today. Was it today or yesterday? Yesterday.
It was yesterday. It's the injuries, man. The injuries, the cost is the thing. And I must admit, when the the consortium bought Newcastle, I must admit, I thought myself, well, that's Howe gone. But they've stuck with him. How long they're going to stick with him is another thing. But I think it's a case of the owners are quite good at how they're doing their business. They're not, even though you've got to think they're the richest club on the planet, but they're not spending stupid. They're playing by the ball. They're being very kind of selective in what they're buying, how they're handling things. But I don't think Howe's going to be there for long.
Nah, he's not, man.
Yeah, I think they've given him enough chances, but I think if you look at it, it's only a matter of time, and I think they'll either see him out to the end of this season, and then you'll probably see a change during the summer.
Yeah, I definitely hear that there, man. I definitely agree as well. Look, guys, I'm going to wrap this up because it's getting late for me, and my laptop's about to run out of charge as well.
Yeah, so I've just seen the time, mate. Yeah. I thought I'd quickly jump on that, but it's been it's good jumping on with you guys anyway. And
mate, it's been a pleasure, man.
A pleasure, of course, mate, and vice versa. Well, the pleasure's mine, mate, to be on your channel and that. You know what I mean? And obviously with the likes of Jordan and obviously the people in the chat. I mean, I like Scott's last comment there. Chris Wood was like the New Zealand Ronaldo.
Against his old club as well, Newcastle, mate. Like,
and that's the thing as well, isn't it? Sour grapes, that I could possibly be. Wouldn't give my chance there. So yeah.
Yeah. But Toney, man, just quickly shout your channel and where they can find you, man.
Yeah, Early Doors Football TV. That's the YouTube channel on there. You can find me on Twitter as Early Doors FBTV as well. And yeah, I'm doing a bit more content now. Obviously, I've been off for about 5 months with work and whatnot. So it's good to be back on that and collabs with people like yourself, Josh.
Yeah.
And obviously, me and Jordan have spoke a couple of times in one of the actual WhatsApp group chats. So I'm sure there'll be a stage when West Ham and Liverpool we'll have a little chat with that game. So that'll come along as well. And of course with Scott and that, or when I'm chatting with him and old Dave and old school Gunner and that, there's always a good chat on there as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good, mate. I'm just keeping a show with Tony Claude. Tony, good mate. I'm glad you like that one. It's good.
Yeah, big up Toney Claude as well. Another absolute real one, another legend. He is there. Yeah, look, Toney, we have to do this more often, man.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
To have you on my channel, bro.
Definitely.
Really do appreciate you coming on. Jordan, what you got coming up on your channel, bro?
Oh yeah, channel. No man, we step up on Berlin to end the calendar. I'm very fantastic. I am happy. He's back. And what's coming up on my channel? New Year's, guys. We're having Newcastle and anyhow, I can't feel on New Year's. The 1st of January, guys. Yeah, prediction for match day 20 is Friday. Coming, guys. Yeah, absolutely. I'm on over 2K subscribers, guys. So yeah, match reaction directly after the Newcastle Liverpool game on New Year's. So yeah.
Yeah, Jordan, we've got predictions to do as well, man. Tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, sorry. Friday.
Yeah.
Game week 20. Right before New Year as well. So
and Jordan, I want to say one thing, mate. Josh, I mean, so when you look at it, getting up to nearly 6,000 subs, mate, that just shows you that's hard graft. So well done,
respect, man. Thank you.
Hats off for that, mate. I really, appreciate what you do.
Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate the kind words. Thank you very much, Toney. Yeah, man. Look, I'm gonna keep going with it, man. I'm trying to do it every single day. Look, I have it quite easy because I have time on my hands because I'm still very young.
You're off at the moment. Schools are off at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah,
so you've got plenty of time. You've got plenty of time at the moment, haven't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why you grow the moustache and make yourself look a bit more. I get that.
I still got Anthony. We got Anthony as well. Still calls me Mick Arteta, man.
Still
don't see it, man. Anyway, Scott, thank you very much for the comment as well, man. Really appreciate the support as always, bro. Thank you very much,
Scott. Yeah,
really appreciate the support, guys. But yeah, we're getting out of it, people. Thanks for tuning in as always. Big up Toney and Jordan for hopping on tonight as well. Keeping me company doing this match reaction. Really do appreciate that, guys. And yeah, we're back to our match day tomorrow, people. Arsenal, West Ham. Arsenal, do not let us down tomorrow. But we'll Toney, we'll early doors team ruin the party, which they did like last season. We'll find out tomorrow, people. We'll be live watch on match review, player rating.
There's only one thing to say, mate. Come on, you Irons.
Come on, the Gunners, guys. Take care, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.